On one Saturday every spring, the Giants come out to play in Celina. The town square is their battleground. The stakes are high. $500 and bragging rights for the entire year. They don't battle with swords, axes, or even footballs. They battle with chocolate gravy. All right, I'll drop the ESPN Films bit and tell you straight. I'm in Celina, Tennessee, hunting a true taste of Tennessee at the second annual Chocolate Gravy Festival. Y'all come on. There are food festivals, and then there's this. Chocolate gravy. It's not a novelty, not some cute little regional curiosity. Today, it's the whole ballgame. This is the Chocolate Gravy Festival, the Chocolate Gravy Super Bowl. And in a world full of food competitions built for TV, built for sponsors, built for Instagram, this one still feels like it belongs to the people who made it. These aren't celebrity chefs. They're not trying to be. They're good folks who've made this stuff for years, maybe decades. Folks who know exactly what chocolate gravy is, what it's supposed to taste like, and how it's supposed to look. More importantly, they know how you're supposed to feel when you eat it. And that feeling is good. A warm blanket, a hug from your granny. And now in Celina, chocolate gravy ain't weird. It ain't ironic. It's breakfast. Old Tennessee breakfast. And now the history of it is a little fuzzy. Nobody can say for sure exactly where chocolate gravy began. One theory says it may have traveled through trade routes. A chocolate breakfast recipe may have come into the Tennessee Valley through Spanish Louisiana. Now, that's what the food history books say. Maybe that's true, maybe not. What does seem clear is that chocolate gravy took root in places like Appalachia and the Ozarks, but not many other places really outside of that. So maybe Tennessee can't claim undisputed ownership of chocolate gravy, but it can claim this. It's a part of our Tennessee food tradition, part of our Appalachian tradition. Here, though, it's just part of the breakfast table. And in Celina, it feels like it always has been. That's part of what makes this whole thing so great. You're standing in a small Tennessee town, watching people compete in a dish that most of America barely knows exists. And yet here, chocolate gravy gets the full street festival treatment. Food trucks, live music, art, vendors, plenty of socializing. And don't forget about the main event, the fierce competition. You look amazing.
Thank you.
This young lady went into Saturday's contest to defend her title. The first ever winner of the Chocolate Gravy Festival was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And she told me plainly. So did you grow up with chocolate gravy?
No, sir, I'd never heard of it until I married my husband, Roger. Right?
Okay.
After we got married, he said, will you make me some chocolate? And I said, chocolate what? He goes, chocolate gravy. I said, I didn't know there was such a thing. And so I got my ladies at church to give me their recipes, and it wasn't the same. I'd fix it, you'd taste it, and I tweaked it and made my own. There you go.
That looks awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. Yes, ma'am. My first test this morning. Can't wait. Look at that. Big old hunk of biscuit and great chocolate gravy on there. It'll knock you out. So good. And again, some lady this morning described it as kind of like chocolate pudding. It's that, but it's like buttery, amazing, hot, warm. That butter in it, it makes it something else. It's hard to explain. You need to get you some chocolate gravy. Find out for yourself. Competitors came from mostly Middle Tennessee to compete. and they all had stories about how chocolate gravy came into their lives.
Well, my grandmother had a recipe. She made it for us growing up, and so my mom had a restaurant for over 25 years, and she made it. So
At the restaurant?
we just carried on.
What was the restaurant?
Nana's Country Covered in McMinnville, Tennessee.
In McMinnville.
This is actually my first year for this contest.
What made you think, yeah, it's time, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna be a champion?
It's because Mom's always made chocolate gravy, especially me growing up. You know, I'm her son, and everybody's had Mom's chocolate gravy, and you know, we thought Mom had a good chance at winning, so that's why we're here.
Now, something I truly love about our great state, the thing the rest of the world might overlook, this state will build a celebration around it. Not because it tested well, not because a consultant told them to, but because it matters to the people who live here. And that's enough.
We're so used to chocolate gravy, you know, we thought everybody else was too. Well, supposedly nobody had really ever heard of it. And so when they did, they just went crazy wanting to try it. So.
And as far as I can tell, this is the only event like it on Earth. And maybe that makes Celina, for one day at least, the center of the chocolate gravy universe. And if you ever wondered exactly what Tennessee tastes like, it tastes like a delicious, warm, buttery chocolate hug from one spoonful of chocolate gravy.